afternoon, all of you. Thank you very much, first of all, for joining me at this time in this tutorial. So in this one, I'm going to show you this weather application software which I have developed using simple Python coding. So that's the whole code which you're able to see right now on your respective devices screen. Fine. So this is the whole code of 94 lines, and let me now show you how the app looks like. So I'm saving the code and I'm just running it. So this is how the application looks like. It's the view of my weather application software. Now if I have to find out the weather of Mumbai, suppose I can simply write Mumbai over here in this input box, and when I will hit this get weather button, so what is going to happen? It is going to fetch the weather of Mumbai for me from this website named openweathermap.org. So it's an open website, right? And with the help of simple API connectivity code, you can fetch the fetch the data from this website in real time and show it on your respective application. So let's hit this get weather and see what are we going to get. Okay, so welcome. Here is the weather forecast of Mumbai. That's the message box, which you can simply, create with the help of message box named function. And that's the weather in Mumbai at present. So the temperature is this, condition is smoke, and city name is Mumbai, and that's the icon. According to the condition, the icon will also change. Right now, it is the condition is smoky, so that's the reason we are able to see this image over here. Let's change it to Ghaziabad, and if I will hit this get weather condition, see, so here the condition is of broken clouds, and you can see the clouds icon over here. The temperature is getting reflected over here, and this city name is right on the top. Right. Similarly, if you want to pull the information of Delhi, so you can do it very easily. So it's Delhi now, the weather condition of which we are able to see over here in this beautiful frame. Right, let me come back. Let me now go back on this coding window and show you and explain you the entire code I've used for creating this amazingly beautiful software application. It's the weather forecasting. It's the weather forecasting application that you are able to see over here on my left side. Fine. Now, what are the different modules I have used for this application? So the modules names are, I've defined all of them right on the top over here in this coding panel. Tkinter is the first one I have used. Then PIL, right? I've used for these images which you're able to see in the backdrop, and then this request I have used for connecting my front end, my this application with that website I just showed you, that open weather website. And then message box is for those message boxes, which we get to see when we hit this get weather button. That's the message box, and it is coming from this library named message box, right? uh, so title is a function with which you can define the title of your app. So weather app is getting reflected right on the top, it's coming from here. Then geometry is for defining the dimensions of this window in which your in which the widgets are visible to us. Then format main function, which is helping us in getting the weather conditions of this state. So weather name, that's the city name, and then this second thing is condition. So the condition is coming from here, and the temperature is coming from this line of code. So the way I have written it on the Sublime Text, you can also write it on whatever platform you're using for Python coding. And then finally it will return final string, right? This function will return final string, and then we have this function named get weather. So this key which you are able to see over here, you can easily get it from this website. So once you are done with creating your account on this website, you can hit this API named thing given right on the top over here. And okay, I think you will have to come on this my API keys for getting the API key. Yeah, so that's the one which you can simply copy and you can use it for connecting your front end to this back end. And then URL of the website is this. Okay, and that's the these are the parameters you have to pass for fetching the required information. Then I have used this request uh, named library for fetching the data from this backend and getting it reflected on my front end, because because the data is going to come and come in, it is going to come in the form of text. So for reading that text based data, we need a function. So I have used JSON for getting that text based data, and everything is going to come in this variable named weather. Right. From this weather this code, so you can see, here also in the console panel, the information, the required information is coming. It's coming from here, right? And the temperature you can get from of the box. There are two frames which I have created. This is the first frame which you are able to see right on the top, and that's the second frame in which the city name, the condition, the temperature is visible to us. Then this icon is also coming over here. So that's the second label box, and inside, sorry, that's the second frame, and inside this second frame I have defined one label box which is coming from here. Right, that's the whole code which you can use for defining or for creating this kind of label box. And from where is this icon coming? It is coming from here. Right, so it's a simple weather icon which I have created over here on the left side of the on the right side of this label box. Right, I've used canvas function for creating it. So it's a canvas, simply it's a canvas which I have created on the result. Right, because I want to get it reflected on this result named label box. That is the reason I have passed this result named variable in which my label box is there as a parameter to this canvas named function. Then for customizing its position or for defining its position, I have used place named function. Fine. Now what else I have done? Let me show that also to you. So right on the top, you are able to see this label and what is the code I have used for defining this label. Let me show that to you. So this is the one, right? Top LABLE. So again, I've used this label named function, and that's the one which is helping me to position it on my BG underscore label. Now, what is this BG underscore label? So it is the label box. It is the label box in which you are able to see this image, the background image. And the background image, this colorful background image, which is just behind this frame. It is coming from this img underscore photo. Now, what is the code I have used for fetching that background image? Let me show that to you. So for that, this is the whole code. So I've used this variable img. I'm using this library pil, inside which I have a function named image.open. Right, so I'm opening this image and then I am resizing this image. Right, I am anti-aliasing this image. Now what is this anti-aliasing used for? It is used for customizing the resolution of the image, right, so as to make it compatible with the software. If the image is too heavy, suppose, right, and you are resizing it, so what is going to happen? Its pixels are going to they will get distorted and you will not be able to see a clear image. But the image which we are getting over here in the backdrop, it's very clear. Why it's very clear? This anti-aliasing thing is making it very clear. So it is reducing the size, but it is reducing it in such a way that the pixels are not getting distorted. They are intact, and that's the reason we are able to see it. We are able to see it very clearly. It's a clear image which is visible to us in the backdrop. Then that's the variable in which the final image we are saving, and from here we are putting it on this label box which we have created in the back side. So that's the code we have used for creating this label box. Now on the top of this label box named bg underscore label, we have defined this label box named get weather. So that is the reason I have passed this bg underscore lbl to this top label. This is the top label as a parameter. Fine. And then we have another frame named frame1, which we have on the top of this bg underscore